Welcome to F1 Fast Facts. In the Formula 1 Japanese Grand Prix, Pierre Gasly was enraged after passing a tractor on the track while returning to the pits under the red flag, calling it unacceptable. "If I hit it, I'd be dead right now," said Pierre Gasly of the potential consequences of the FIA allowing a recovery vehicle on track during the Japanese Grand Prix. Due to heavy rain that caused a couple of incidents on the opening lap, including a crash for Carlos Sainz exiting the hairpin, race control called a red flag after only 2 laps at Suzuka on Sunday. Gasly passed a stationary tractor on the left side of the track to recover Sainz's car, according to onboard footage from the AlphaTauri car. Despite the fact that the race had been red flagged, Gasly had yet to return to the pits. "What is this tractor on track?" Gasly shouted on team radio. "This is unacceptable. Remember what has happened. Can't believe this." It comes 8 years after Jules Bianchi was involved in a collision with a recovery vehicle in heavy rain at Suzuka. Bianchi died 9 months later as a result of his injuries. In the 1994 Japanese Grand Prix, McLaren driver Martin Brundle went off in monsoon conditions and collided with a marshal, breaking their leg. He also narrowly avoided colliding with a recovery vehicle working on Gianni Morbidelli's abandoned Arrows car. Gasly, who received a 20-second penalty after the race for speeding under a red flag during the tractor-on-track incident, believes it was an unnecessary risk to have the vehicle recovering Carlos Sainz's crashed Ferrari on the track while the rest of the Formula 1 field was not in the pits. Gasly collided with advertising board debris from Sainz's crash and had to pit for a new front wing, dropping him to the back of the field behind the safety car. The AlphaTauri driver stated that he was adhering to his allowed delta lap time while catching up to the pack led by the safety car, and he passed by the tractor as the red flag was displayed. The FIA said the red flag was due to worsening weather conditions and recovery operations required on track. Carlos Sainz said he still doesn't understand why we keep risking having a tractor on the track, especially since the race was red flagged shortly afterwards. He stated, "I don't know if people understand, but even behind the safety car, we are going at 100 to 150 km per hour, and still at those speeds, we don't see nothing, even behind the safety car." Sergio Perez described the appearance of a tractor on the track early in the Formula 1 Japanese Grand Prix as the lowest thing I've seen in years. "In any conditions we should never see a crane on track while the cars are out there. You do not really know what can happen there," he stated. Meanwhile, several drivers reported that they couldn't see the tractor even when following the safety car slowly. Fernando Alonso, who was running 6th, admitted that he hadn't seen the crane or Sainz's crashing car on the previous lap. "I still don't know where Carlos was," he explained when asked about his visibility. "I didn't see the tractor either. There is no visibility." The FIA issued a statement shortly after the race that highlighted the fact that the race had been red flagged before Gasly reached the tractor, as well as the fact that Gasly was driving at high speeds. The FIA has issued a post-race penalty to AlphaTauri Formula 1 driver for speeding under red flags during the tractor incident at the Japanese Grand Prix. Gasly violated Article 57.2 of the sporting regulations, which states that cars must return to the pit lane slowly in the event of a red flag. In Gasly's defense, the stewards determined that, while the speed could not be regarded as slow as required by the regulations, it was slower than the maximum speed that could be achieved under these conditions. As a result, Gasly received a drive-through penalty, which was converted to 20 seconds added to his race time. He was also given 2 penalty points on his super license, bringing his total for the year to 9. The penalty drops him from 17th to 18th in the final standings, moving Mick Schumacher from last to last but 1 position. It was an incident that enraged both drivers and fans, which may explain why the FIA initially seemed eager to brush this off with a statement that appeared to focus on Gasly's driving, but despite being given an ultimately insignificant penalty for speeding under red flag conditions. The FIA has launched an extensive investigation into what happened as a result of Gasly's and his fellow drivers' reactions. Let us know what you thought of this situation and the safety risks in the comments, and if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any F1 Fast Facts.